you need to know about healthcare and healthcare reform, because it is going to definitely impact you significantly in the years to come, and most of it is not going to be very helpful to you. I'm Dr. Larry Altshuler. I'm a practicing MD physician. I'm an expert in conventional, alternative, and preventive medicine, as well as in healthcare and healthcare reform. And in this series of videos, I'm going to tell you things that you won't hear from the media, and you certainly won't hear from the politicians. With that in mind, let me first tell you that I am nonpartisan. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent, whether you're liberal or conservative. Healthcare and healthcare reform is going to affect all of us exactly the same, and we all need to know how it's going to affect us. With that in mind, I have this series of very short videos that will really go in depth about healthcare reform on both sides, both Republican and Democrat, and tell you what's really going to happen. In the meantime, I just want to tell you some very basic summary of the two approaches. First, let's start with the Affordable Care Act, because that is the law of the land, at least until the Supreme Court rules on its constitutionality. Now, I will tell you that the Affordable Care Act actually has very good intentions. It actually pinpoints many of the areas in healthcare that definitely need reform. Unfortunately, the solutions in the Affordable Care Act to get to that end are just awful. They're convoluted, they're self-defeating, they're misdirected, they're very wasteful, and they're very expensive. Now, there's lots of people I know who are for the Affordable Care Act, and for good reason, because it has lots of lofty goals, and I think those are great goals. But there's a reason that those goals aren't occurring presently, and that's because they're so very, very expensive to do. To have all those goals in our present system, our insurance premiums would cost 4 to 5 times what they are now, and it's pretty darn expensive right now. The problem with the Affordable Care Act is the administration has gotten us to believe that we can have all these goals and it's really not going to cost us much. And that is dead wrong, as you're going to see in these videos. Part of the problem, of course, is that the Affordable Care Act, in order to get these goals, it changes the rest of the healthcare system. And it does so in very, very restrictive and punitive ways that are actually going to cause us harm. Now, I want to tell you there are some good things about the Affordable Care Act, but they are few and far in between. I can tell you that the harm is definitely going to outweigh the benefits. Now, what about the other side, the Republican proposals? Well, of course, you know all the Republicans want to repeal the Affordable Care Act. That being as it may, do they have anything that can reform our healthcare system better than the Affordable Care Act? Well, basically, the Republican proposals are really lame. They actually are not going to do much for reform. There's a small little reforms that really will not address the major problems. So on one hand, you have the Affordable Care Act, which is way over the top. It's going to be very expensive and probably harmful. And then on the other side, you have the Republicans, and their proposals are really not going to make a dent in the dysfunction of our healthcare system, and they're just going to keep the status quo level. So those are your choices, unfortunately. So in this series of videos, as you will see, I'm going to get more in depth on both sides and show you exactly why this is so and prove it to you. Now, you can find these videos on my website, balancedhealing.com. Also on that website, you will be able to find lots of information about healthcare. You'll find guides that will help you find the most cost-effective treatments that are available. So please come to the website and look at all the information. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in to this video, and I hope you'll visit the rest of the videos. Thank you.